Hi everyone, it's Jessica again. Today I wanted to spend a few minutes with you talking about the negative messages that constantly run through so many people's minds that we don't even know we're having. In an earlier video I had discussed how our subconscious mind tells us things that maybe we had absorbed as a child. Between the ages of 0 and 7, our brain is kind of just opened up. We're unfiltered. Life happens, energies happen. People say things that maybe they don't think and they don't really mean. And as a child, we just absorb that message. And from that, we often learn our belief systems. We create our patterns from the things we learned so very, very young. Many of those things we've learned are extremely negative, and we don't even realize as an adult that oftentimes they're running our lives. And so today, continue on with some of the work of Louise Hay, one of my absolute favorite people in the whole world, and an absolutely phenomenal person to help you through just about anything that could be holding you back from living your best life. She is the author of You Can Heal Your Life. She also has the movie You Can Heal Your Life. There are workshops all over the world in so many different countries and languages that spend 2 to 3 days teaching people how to release things that are holding them back. One of them is negative messages. And the big one she really talks about is the one that we are unlovable, that we are unworthy, that we don't deserve, when actually that's not true at all. And so in this very short exercise about negative messages, I want you to kind of think back over some of the things you may have heard. What you're going to need today is maybe a journal or even scrap paper. I highly recommend a journal. Journals are essential. Your life is that important that you could be journaling, putting down your thoughts, not all negatives, but also the good things that happen, because we all have good things that happen in our lives. But back to the negative messages exercise. In your journal or on your piece of paper, I want you to sit there and think back over the messages that you've heard over your life. Maybe things like money doesn't grow on trees. You'll never be good enough. You can't do that. Girls your size don't become ballerinas. Big boys don't cry. All those things that we don't think are necessarily affecting us could very well be blocking our success and happiness today. And if you are willing, and if you truly want to release those patterns and those thoughts, you can do so. We did some work on mirror work, and that's essential. But it's also essential to write down the negative message that you remember. So what I'd like you to do is take out your journal and start writing anything that comes to mind, like the examples I've given you that you've heard from anyone, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your coworker, your teacher, anyone who's had any influence over your life. They don't even have to be words, but just feelings of how you felt when something happened that wasn't necessarily happy. Once you've done that, what I want you to do is I want you to sit, and I want you to place your hand over your heart, and I want you to just breathe in really deep breaths for about 15 to 20 seconds. And on the in-breath, I'd like you to say, I love you. I really, really love you. Just say that over and over for 15 or 20 seconds. And then, once you've finished telling yourself that, I'd like you to take your top 5 negative messages that resonate the most with you as far as pain is concerned. And I'd like you to turn those negative messages, like the shoulds in your life, into positives. In other words, I'd like you to turn money doesn't grow on trees to something like money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Maybe you heard you're fat. You may want to write something like, I am the perfect weight for me. Maybe you've always been around people who haven't had enough money. You can always say things like this to yourself. I am abundant, and the universe always provides for me. If you've been told before that you are not lovable, that no one could possibly like you, I want you to say things and write it down in a positive way and say, I am perfect, whole, and complete. People love me just the way I am. I am the best friend to so many. And after you've done all that, I want you to sit and I want you to spend some time reading those affirmations. I want you to read them every single day for 30 days, and see if we can change those old patternings that have been instilled in us long before you may even remember. I'm going to leave you with a meditation from Louise Hay. It's hers that you'll find in the back of a book, the You Can Heal Your Life book. And it always starts out with, in the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I no longer choose to believe in old limitations and lack. I now choose to believe and to begin to see myself as the universe sees me, perfect, whole, and complete. The truth of my being is that I was created perfect, whole, and complete. I will always be perfect, whole, and complete. I now choose to live my life from this understanding. I am in the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. All is well in my world. Please leave your comments below. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. Releasing negative messages is so freeing. You'll feel lighter. Burdens will be lifted. Life will be happier. Your days will be much more joyous, I assure you. It's your choice. Do the exercise and let me know how it goes. Have an amazing day, everyone. We'll see you on the next time. Bye-bye.